Hey there, good evening everybody. Rachel Bogle here at the WMBF First Alert Desk as usual. If you are joining in right now, I have my Facebook stream open here, so I do like to watch the comments and just see who's chiming in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask about any of the stories I'm about to get to. I'll let you know whatever information and details we have. If we don't have the information you're asking about, it's something that we can always add to our list of things to follow up on. And as always, I'm just curious about seeing where folks are tuning in from. So feel free to just say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and feel free to chime in on these stories as well. So I'll keep looking down just to make sure I'm all caught up on any comments you guys have as we go along. But as I said, we have a lot of stories to get to today. So let's go ahead and get right into it with this one. So we're following a developing story tonight that we first brought to you as breaking news right at the top of the 5 o'clock newscast tonight. So we're following a shooting out in Longs where we do know an investigation is underway. We're told that shooting left 2 people hurt, one of them critically. Horry County Police tell us it happened just before 2:30 this afternoon, right along the 200 block of Fremont Road, again in the Longs area. Unfortunately, though, beyond that, details are very limited. We know there was crime tape up there. You could see this activity. Our Julia Richardson was out there earlier today, so you could see they had both directions of traffic shut down during that response that has since been cleared out. But again, at this point, the only thing we know, report of a shooting, 2 people hurt, one of them critically hurt. Other than that, we are still trying to gather more details. So we will make sure we update you as soon as we learn anything new in this one. Also here, another story we've been following for you for almost 2 weeks now. So in the wake of the Carolina Forest area wildfires, the South Carolina Forestry Commission is asking for more resources to keep you safe. So during today's Senate Finance Committee, the commission requested a budget of over $11 million, which they say would give them more resources to fight wildfires like the one they've been fighting here in our area over the past almost 2 weeks, which right now we are at 65% containment, by the way, so kind of holding strong from the last update we got last night. So the Forestry Commission says right now its top priority is securing nearly $350,000 specifically for wildfire prevention staff, because it says its federal funding is ending, so the commission is now at risk of losing these really crucial positions. So at this point, we are still working to learn if and when that budget request could be approved. Of course, we will let you know when we get that answer. All right, this is another big story here that we have been following for you today, one that really is just concerning. I mean, it's going to make every parent make their stomach drop for sure. So a woman is now accused of assaulting a 5-year-old child at a Conway area daycare. So on your screen here, you're looking at some of the excerpts from the documents here regarding this incident. So Tyra Mosley is charged with cruelty to children stemming from an incident in late January of this year. A report shows officers were called to Coastal Children's Academy on Dunn Shortcut Road for a report of an assault. So the documents state the little girl was having apparent behavioral issues of some kind, and Mosley is accused of picking that girl up by her arms, pulling them behind her back until she screamed in pain. She is also accused of picking that little girl up once again by one arm and spinning her in the air upside down, leaving her with a sprained arm, as you can see there from that excerpt here. So we did reach out to the daycare for comment today. A CCA confirms it did cut ties with Mosley the day this incident allegedly happened, and they say they are fully cooperating with the investigation. Now, records show at this point, as of last check, Mosley is being held without bond. So we will let you know what happens next with that case and with any of the legal proceedings to follow. Speaking of legal proceedings, though, here's another one. This time we're moving further out into the PD. So 3 of the 4 people charged in a child abuse investigation at a PD private school are now looking to change the conditions of their bond. So authorities arrested Lauren Boyce, Jessica Elmore, Dawn Curvin, and Lee Patrick back in February in connection to allegations of abuse at Maranatha Christian School. So Boyce is still in jail right now without bond, while the others have been released. So those 3 who I just mentioned, the ones that have been released, they're not allowed to return to the school or the church, but the attorney representing them, again, we're talking about Elmore, Curvin, and Patrick, their attorney filed a motion asking the judge to allow them to preach and attend that church and to be able to pick up and drop off their children at that school. All three of them are accused of not reporting alleged abuse to authorities, while Boyce is accused of child abuse on 2 separate occasions while working as a daycare worker at that school. So again, we do know their attorney has filed that motion requesting this change to their bond conditions. A judge is expected to rule on that motion tomorrow. So we will hopefully have an update for you at some point tomorrow. TBD on that one. And then back here in Horry County, new documents reveal an Horry County police detective has resigned from his position after reportedly lying about evidence. So documents from the South Carolina Criminal Justice Academy say Detective Jamel Davis resigned last Wednesday. They claim 1 day prior, Davis, quote, made false, misleading, and deceitful statements to his supervisors regarding his activities and procedures, end quote. And that, they say, was his response when he was directly asked about evidence in a case he was working. We are still trying to figure out exactly what case that was in regards to. We do know when it comes to work history, Davis had been working for the Horry County Police Department since December of 2018. And before that, we were told he worked for the Horry County Sheriff's Office. But again, as I just said there at the top, he resigned from his position as of last Wednesday. All right, going to pop myself back up here for just a moment. We will have a mugshot to show you with this next story. So we do know the solicitor's office tells us a North Carolina man will spend a decade in prison on drug and gun charges. So this is a look at this man right here. This is 31-year-old Travis Dontel Jackson. He pleaded guilty to possession with intent to distribute fentanyl and methamphetamine and to having a stolen firearm. So Horry County Police arrested him back in August of 2022 following a chase. Officers say during that chase, Jackson threw several items out of his car that were later found and identified as drugs. So again, a judge sentencing Jackson to 10 years in prison. All right, going to pop myself up back here again. Let's go ahead and lighten things up just a bit. What do you say? With some good news and maybe something that you can go and head out to this weekend as you're making some plans here while the weather is still very, very nice. So today marked day 1 of the 36th annual Run to the Sun car show here in Myrtle Beach. So a little bit of a history lesson. The PD Street Rodder started this event with just 84 cars on display, and now, boy, has it grown. It now features 3,500, including a special collection of cars from movies and TV shows like, of course, the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard. So Run to the Sun draws more than 10,000 people from all over the country and beyond here to the Grandstand, featuring, of course, all those cars, plenty of vendors, and great food as well. But most importantly, it raises money for local charities, and it's donated $2.5 million since it first launched, again, 36 years ago. So pretty impressive. Again, that 3-day event got underway today. It's going to continue through Saturday. It goes from 8 to 5 each day out at the old Myrtle Square Mall on North Kings Highway. You can buy tickets online or at the gate. You can find all the information on our website at WMBFnews.com. And if you're wondering, yes, they do offer discounts for our veterans and military members. Also, kids 12 and under are free with an adult. So if you want to make this kind of a family outing, this would be a great opportunity and a great event to go and do that. All right, as I said, pretty good weather here for the next several days when it comes to maybe getting out and making some plans. So let's go ahead and talk about that forecast. Here you go, popping up that Grandstand 10-day forecast here. Well, if you liked today, you're also going to like tomorrow. You're also really going to like Saturday as well. So we're keeping more of that spring-like warmth around for the next couple days. But then our eyes are on Sunday. That is when we're going to see more of the rain coming in, those storm chances returning, particularly as we are going late into Sunday and then overnight into Monday, where you can see there we're still going to have some more rain, and then we're going to have more of those spring-like conditions again. So a lot of great opportunities to get out and enjoy the beautiful weather here as we are getting ready to officially welcome spring. I believe the official start of spring is about a week away now, so really looking forward to that. All right, so let's talk about what we are working on for you new at 11, and boy, do we have a pretty big update for you. We're following breaking news for you at 11 o'clock tonight with a really big update to a story we've been following for over a year and a half at this point, and this is in connection to a deadly shooting involving the owner of a popular North Strand restaurant. So before I give you this newest update, I want to make sure you're caught up on the case itself. So this all started during an alleged road rage incident along Camp Swamp Road near Longs back in September of 2023. Authorities say Weldon Boyd, who owns Buoys on the Boulevard in North Myrtle Beach, shot and killed Scott Spivey, who you looked at there on your screen, who Boyd claimed had pointed a gun at him and nearly ran him off the road again during this alleged road rage incident. So back at the time, the state attorney general's office did look into the case but did not charge Boyd, citing a lack of evidence. Then yesterday, the police chief back here in Horry County held a news conference where he announced he was requesting the FBI and SLED to review this case. Fast forward now to tonight, and we're getting some more clarity here. So the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division confirms within just the last couple hours here that it is not going to be reopening the investigation into Spivey's death, but it is opening a new investigation looking into alleged misconduct by former Horry County Police Deputy Chief Brandon Strickland during that investigation. So Horry County Police did confirm to us on Tuesday that Strickland resigned from his position with the department. And again, the SLED investigation into his alleged misconduct is active and ongoing. So our Julia Richardson is going to be on this story for us tonight. Again, that will be new at 11. And this is something that we'll be closely following up on as well as this moves along. So make sure, if you can stay up just about 45 more minutes, that hopefully you can join us for all of that and more coming up on WMBF News at 11. But for now, that's going to do it for this update from the WMBF First Alert Desk. Have a good rest of your night. See you back here soon. Take care.